Welcome to the program information on the Master's in Law Studies here at Golden Gate University. So I am Luke Cowan. I'm a recruitment and admissions officer, and this is our director. If you would like to introduce yourself.
Hi, yes, my name is Christina Hay, and I direct the MLS program. And I hope to see you all in the fall, and hopefully the information we provide today will help you make that decision.
And about GGU, we have been serving students since 1901. We are located in downtown San Francisco. We're one of the first universities to offer flexible online programs tailored toward working adults. Our network with 70,000 plus alumni and professionals. Let's see here. Our courses are taught by professors who are leaders in the Bay Area companies and learn both theory and practice that you can apply in the real world. And with that, I will switch that over to you.
All right, so a little bit more about GGU. Before I get into the program information, we are a private nonprofit university and we are WASC accredited. We strive to keep our class sizes small for a more personalized experience. We do consider ourselves to be more geared towards adult learners. We've got a lot of students who maybe are on their second career. Our average student age is about 30. And we offer courses year round so that if you would like to finish your degree in a little bit of a quicker fashion, you can do that because we offer summer classes. Okay, next slide.
All right. Christina, are you able to admit these students as they come in?
Yes, I am
Okay,
admitting.
perfect. Perfect, perfect.
Okay, so now let's get into a little bit about the Master of Law Studies program. The program is designed to be just 1 year in length for our full-time students. And this 1 year program is 30 units total, with 21 units being required courses and then 9 units being elective courses. And most of those electives will be offered in the summer and they change from year to year. But right now we are offering a couple of AI electives that I think will really make our students competitive in the legal field because AI is kind of taking over. So that's a really exciting change that we've just made. Those classes are debuting this summer. Our class format is mostly asynchronous. We do offer hybrid courses, which I know is really helpful for any veteran or international students who have an on-campus requirement. So every term, we will have at least one hybrid course in which you spend 2 class sessions on campus in a classroom with your other classmates and your professor, and everything else is offered in an asynchronous format online. We don't require GMAT or GRE, and as I mentioned earlier, if you are taking a full-time course load, you're able to complete in 1 year. So we have it designed to be 1 fall, 1 spring, 1 summer, and you don't have to start in the fall. We're pretty flexible. You can start fall, spring, or summer, and you'll be able to finish within 12 months. Keep in mind, if you are considering applying for fall, we have our early deadline of July 13th and final deadline of August 17th, and our classes begin in mid-September. Okay, next slide. All right, just some program highlights. This program is a great way for people to get some education in the law and possibly work in the legal field, but not in a lawyer capacity. So if you want to, work in the legal field, or you already do work in the legal fields, but you just want a little bit more knowledge of the law, this is a great program. So you can gain expertise in legal research. One of the classes that we're offering this summer is a legal research in AI course, which is awesome because AI is obviously going to be a huge help in legal research as it develops. You will get some practice in drafting legal documents, conducting oral arguments, maybe for some of your classes, and of course, learning the black letter law. All of our courses are taught by law school faculty, full-time and adjunct, and this is fantastic because these professors have years of experience teaching law students, and so you're learning from the best. The curriculum, as I mentioned, is now offering AI electives, which really makes you very competitive in the legal field. But among other things, you'll also be learning basic law like contracts and procedure, constitutional law. See, I have another person in the waiting room that I'm going to admit. Okay. And along with these topics, you're also going to be learning the skills necessary to be successful in the legal field, like legal analysis and critical thinking skills that go hand in hand with the actual law. Okay, next slide, please. All right, so you might be wondering sort of what the career opportunities are for someone who has their master's in law studies. Here's a list of some careers that our students could potentially go into or maybe are already in and just want that extra background to help them move up in their career. Legal assistants, compliance officers, court administrators, financial officers, just to name a few. One other thing I want to mention is that we have had quite a few Master of Legal Studies program students come to GGU, do this one-year program, and then decide to go on to law school. So this can give you a little bit of insight into what law school is like, if that's something you've ever been interested in. Some people, especially if you've been out of school for a little while, or you're just, maybe you haven't been out of school, but you're just not quite sure if you want to be a lawyer. Doing a program like this could not only give you that insight into whether you want to move forward with that, but it could also boost your resume and your application to a law school. If you do decide to apply to a law school, they might see this and think that you have, especially if you do well in the program, you have what it takes to do well in law school. So yeah, that's just another thing that I think is really invaluable about the program, and we have had a lot of students go on to law school after this. Okay, next slide, please. Okay, now here's our course curriculum. I mentioned before that we've got 30 units total. 21 units are required courses, and they're listed here, but these are just some sort of, basic topics in law that will be very helpful to know if you want to work in the field of law. So like contracts, procedure, real property law, administrative law, torts, and constitutional law. And then among the elective courses, again, they change from year to year, although I believe we will continue to offer AI electives. We will probably have some of these others as well. Criminal law, IP law courses are some that we've offered in the past and will probably continue to offer along with our AI electives. Potentially some public interest topics like asylum and refugee or immigration law. Those types of things are some potential electives to look out for. Again, most of our electives are offered over the summer. Okay, next slide, please. All right, so a little bit about our admissions requirements. We do require a bachelor's degree, of course, since this is a master's program. We require a cumulative GPA of 3.0. Obviously, the application will also be looking for any other evidence of your ability to succeed at the graduate level, like your professional experience. So make sure your resumes are updated. And you know, if a personal statement is required, make sure you're really outlining your reason for wanting to pursue this degree, and what your professional goals are. And all of those things can help you be admitted into the program. Okay, next slide, please. So if you are pursuing financial aid for your degree, make sure to do your FAFSA. We have our FAFSA code here on the slides, and that's something that we can share with people if you need it after this presentation. And you can also reach out for more information about financial aid. And we have a financial aid department that has a lot of really knowledgeable staff that can help you. Okay, next slide. Okay, so I mentioned these already, but we've got our application deadlines posted here, July 13th for early, final deadline being August 17th. So if you are interested in the program, you'll be getting started on your application soon. And of course, you can reach out to our enrollment team if you have any questions about the application, but just keep these dates in mind. Well, thank you all so much for coming. I hope that this session provided you with some useful information. And of course, feel free to reach out to us. If you have questions about admissions, you can reach out to info@ggu.edu. If you have questions about the actual program, you can go ahead and reach out to me in the email address I just put in the chat. All right, well, thank you all for being here so much. And we hope to be seeing you in the next academic year.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.